Hello, people. I finished a book. I don't know, I finished this 5, 6 days ago, actually. Uh, I lost the top page of my notes for this, and I had some really cool stuff noted down. I suppose I could have taken the time to look back and find some of those things. I had noted a few first-hand accounts. Some of them were pretty cool, pretty brutal too. This is called The Conquest of Morocco, and it's subtitled The Bizarre History of France's Last Great Colonial Adventure, the long struggle to subdue a medieval kingdom by intrigue and force of arms, 1903 to 1914. And, I mean, you see those dates, and it's still going on in 1914, and it continues. So, this is going on while France is in a death struggle with Germany. The colonial army, which was separate from the home army in France. I mean, some of these guys, they talk about some of these guys being transferred from Tonkin to Morocco. Tonkin is in Vietnam, so they kind of kept these guys separate, and they developed their own worldviews, their own philosophies, and they were at odds with the politicians back home in Paris. So they were never able to do what they wanted to do. Everything was half measures, trying to use local troops, not using French troops. You have Tangiers, you have Fez, you have Marrakesh. These are all cities in Morocco, and at one point or another during these 11, 15 years, all these places were under siege by a collection of Moroccan tribesmen. It's no joke that they say that this was a medieval kingdom. It was definitely a medieval kingdom. Some of these places, like Fez, were under siege more than one time. And another one of the first-hand accounts that I had marked down was just a description of what it was like to walk through one of the streets of Fez. And part of it was the guy, it's so crowded that you can't see the ground. And this guy falls over, and then he discovers that what he has tripped on is the carcass of a donkey that's been laying there long enough, for flies and maggots to be all over it. So, it was different, very different to be a European and to go there. If you're born there and raised there, I guess you're used to that kind of thing. I don't think it's like that anymore. There's probably places that are, but hopefully, Fez and Marrakesh and those kind of places have advanced a little bit. Maybe they're paying somebody a couple bucks a day to clean up donkey carcasses. So, like I said, this is page 2 of my notes, and the first page was full. This has just got a little tiny bit on it. Top of page 161. Fuck, I don't even have the number of pages or when it was written or nothing. Top of page 161. Where the hell are we? That's one thing I remember about this book is the page numbers were extremely small. Hard to tell where the hell you were. Also, this is one of these books where the edge of the pages, there's a mosquito here, the edge of the pages is uneven. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I kind of like that. It makes it easy to turn the pages. When attempting to analyze, let's see. This is one of those things where I'm not reading the whole paragraph. fuck's sake, I cannot. Oh, here it is. When attempting to analyze the effects their policies were likely to have on the country, they fell back on the cliches and prejudices, the formulas which, while flexible in theory, in practice proved rigid and unworkable. For this reason, the conquest of Morocco lurched from crisis to crisis, for the French action consistently provoked what was for them an unexpected response. Time and again they followed the wrong policy or backed the wrong man. Time and again they were forced to fall back upon superior firepower to extricate themselves from a political mess of their own making. And I suppose that I marked that down because it kind of reminded me of every other colonial adventure, French, British, and us, in Vietnam. I don't think we were trying to colonize Vietnam, but we were over there doing the same thing and expecting different results. And what did I got here? Colonial adventures follow the same recipe. Baking time may vary. Those are my words. It was a good book. Let's see if I can figure out how many pages it was. 298 pages. I read this while traveling, back and forth from the cabin to Dearborn, Michigan. So somehow the top note got lost. Blew out of the fucking back window or something. I don't know, because I can't find it. My truck is not that messy that I can misplace a piece of paper. It's there somewhere, or it flew out. Anyways, thanks for watching.